Alright everybody, I'm over here at hive number 9, and just like hive number 7 and number 10, I have a very short memory. I don't think I'm gonna find what I want to find in hive number 9. So if you haven't checked out the inspection introduction video for this series or this time in the bee yard, please do so. I think I did a pretty good job explaining the absence or the break in inspection videos, but if you haven't watched it and you're just tuning in to this video, first, I appreciate it. 2, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. And the quick notes to the introduction video are this. Basically, due to work, again, work took me away for longer than I would have liked, and I'm back now, but nonetheless, those 2 critical months between late summer into the fall most likely led to some of the hives not surviving. So, you know, it's not exactly what you want to experience if you keep bees. I think most beekeepers, yeah. So that's pretty much what I thought I'd find. Most beekeepers don't have a schedule like mine, to where they can get into their hives on a regular basis to prevent stuff like this. But as of right now, and until I decide to make a change, I don't have that luxury. So I'm just gonna pop the middle frame out, show y'all basically. Oh yeah. To show y'all how nasty of a mess, look at that fat sucker, how nasty of a mess wax moths can be. But if you didn't catch hive number 7's inspection, I did shared a pretty lengthy explanation. Believe it or not, if you don't know this wax right here can be salvaged. Obviously not like this. You'll have to clean it up and everything, which is rather tedious, but the point is you can actually salvage this wax and reuse it in the future. I've done it before. Obviously I will do it again. But yeah, you can actually salvage all this wax and repurpose it to reestablish some hives in the future. I remember this colony. This is the one with the real funky comb. This was one of the late season swarms that I caught in the backyard. I'd have to watch the previous video because I can't remember. But yeah, so I got some work ahead of me. This isn't the first dead out that I've had this season. Again, 7 and 10, and now number 9, and most likely number 8, which is right next to it, are all dead outs plus a nuke. So I will definitely have some work ahead of me over the next few days as far as scraping all the wax down, consolidating it, cleaning up the frames, and basically boiling the wax to clean it. Quite the process. Made a video last year or the year before, worth checking out if you never seen it before. But yeah, just wanted to show y'all that you know, beekeeping's not all, you know, it's not all glory. There's some downsides to it, and unfortunately this is one of them. I absolutely hate when a hive dies, especially if it's most likely preventable if I was here. But again, I have a somewhat different job that involves some traveling and whatnot and working in different locations, so sometimes that's all it takes, just the absence of me coming out on a bi-weekly basis to inspect the hives, and some of them just don't survive. Not the case for all of them. I mean, I will end on a positive note, because number 1, number 6 in the 2nd position, number 2, and then number 3 here is doing phenomenal. Actually, out of those 4, I marked 2 new queens, so sometime in the last 2.5 months they swarmed, which is pretty common throughout July and sometimes even into August. But they swarmed. They were superseded by the current queens, which I marked today. So that's always a fun thing to do. So yeah, just wanted to share the current state of number 9. No longer with us. Those things kind of happen. But hey, thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you are in or around the Jacksonville, North Carolina area and you're looking for some truly delicious local and raw honey, you're in luck, because I know somebody. Me. Yeah, so we still have some honey left over from our honey harvest, which took place about mid-June. Truly delicious. And in fact, if you watch the Hive number 2 video, you'll see me taste or sample some of the honey directly out of the hive. So that's not just a catchphrase that beekeepers have, like hive to table or whatever, or hive to home, which is what we say. That is something that is absolutely true. You can eat the honey straight out of the hive. And in fact, when we harvest it, it's not pasteurized at all. There's absolutely no heat to the process. It is simply extracted from the frames, not these frames, but frames that have honey, ran through a filter just to remove the bee parts, all the pollen's retained, all the good stuff, and then it's bottled. And it's as simple as that. In fact, there's a few honey harvest videos from, this year and the previous years that are worth checking out if you just curious to see what the process is, may have never thought about how honey gets into a jar. So as I continue to do my part with just sharing my experiences with how I keep bees and everything, I also share stuff that doesn't occur in the bee yard, which is our honey harvest. So check that out, subscribe to the channel. Everybody that subscribes, I take it as you saying thank you to us. It's a thank you to me for doing some of the heavy lifting with the beekeeping part, and it's a thank you to my family that does a lot of behind the scenes work with our social media platforms, advertising, honey sales, so on and so forth. So I just wanted to say thanks, and if I didn't mention it earlier, this is my 9th and final inspection for 2021. So with that being said, happy holidays in advance to everybody. Happy New Year, and I will see everybody sometime in 2022. See y'all then.